Heidi-ho, heidi-ho. So, the message for today. Holidays and holy days, including your birth during this life, can either be a holiday or a holy day. What I mean by that is kosher zodiac, kosher days, holy days. So when you're following that Gregorian calendar, everything has to do with capturing souls. So not only putting your footprint on a piece of parchment, but if you look at the papers they've created, they're a violation of the law of boxing. So if you look at a certificate of live birth, it has your mom's name and dad's name during this life in a box. Your name is in a box. Everything's in a box, except for the Department of Vital Statistics and numbers. Those aren't in boxes. So anyway, your zodiac, your star sign, may also be different. So the holy calendar, if you look it up, the Hebrew calendar, and you look up zodiacs, a zodiac is from the beginning of the month to the end of the month. Whereas with Julius Caesar's calendar and Pope Gregory's calendar, the Gregorian calendar, the zodiac may go from one month into the next month. And if you do a date conversion, you may think that you're a Sagittarius or something like that, that you were born under the sign of the Sagittarius. But you do a date conversion and you see that the Hebrew month of Tevet would be Capricorn, the whole month. It makes a big difference. So it makes me think of things like Joseph. Joseph was sold into slavery. Potiphar bought Joseph as a slave, and he took care of his household. Potiphar's wife wanted to be intimate with Joseph. She practiced divination. She practiced divination by looking at the stars, and she saw in the stars that Joseph was going to be the father of the children of her nation. But she was looking at the wrong calendar. She wasn't looking at the holy days, she was looking at holidays, divination, witchcraft, black magic, the holly branch, holly tree. So anyway, she was right in a sense, but it wasn't with her. So if you remember in the story, Joseph was given Potiphar's daughter to wed. That's where Ephraim and Manasseh came from, was Potiphar's daughter. It was her daughter that he was going to wed and have children with. So anyway, the point is, even something like what star sign you were born under during this life can be different. So, like I said, with myself, I was raised believing that I had to follow that Gregorian calendar, and I believed most of my life that I was, under the star sign of a Sagittarius, and it's not so. So some years ago, I did a date conversion, and when I really started studying Torah, and was really shocked when I found out, no, actually under the Capricorn. And it does make a difference in your life. Following that calendar makes a big difference. That's what entraps you in the satanic system, black magic. So there are kosher ways of looking at the stars. And there are unkosher ways. And an unkosher, unholy, is trying to trap other people's souls. That's being greedy for gain. So you hear these men who are presidents of that Title 28 corporation called the United States saying things like, we captured 1 million souls in Iran or Iraq or whatever. That should show you their wickedness, but they have to announce things too. They have to tell you who they are and what they're doing up front. God bless. Much love.